Picture this: Black Friday, 2 years ago. 5 friends, eager for a day of deals and discounts, found themselves instead embroiled in a chilling adventure that transcended the realm of the ordinary. The 5 friends, Jane, Mark, Lily, Tom, and Sarah, had a tradition of shopping together every Black Friday. But that year, they decided to take their tradition off the beaten path and venture into the heart of the city's ancient, labyrinthine antique market. Little did they know, they were about to stumble upon an object that would change their lives forever. As they navigated the maze of dusty shelves and age-old curiosities, a strange, ornate box caught Mark's eye. With a sense of intrigue, he picked it up, unknowingly setting in motion a series of events that would blur the line between the real and the surreal. Upon opening the box, an eerie chill swept through the market, and the friends felt a sudden, unnerving silence descend. The box held a single antique mirror, its surface shimmering with an uncanny glow. As they peered into the mirror, their reflections seemed to flicker and warp, their faces distorted by an unseen force. Feeling an inexplicable dread, they quickly closed the box and left the market, but the eerie events of the day followed them home. Strange occurrences began to take place. Shadows moved without reason, whispers echoed in the silence, and chilling drafts swept through their homes despite no windows being open. One by one, the friends began to experience terrifying nightmares, each more horrifying than the last. They saw their own distorted reflections from the mirror, now taking on menacing forms and reaching out to them from the other side of the glass. In their dreams, their reflections whispered a cryptic warning: "The veil has thinned. You have 7 days." As the days passed, the frequency and intensity of these paranormal occurrences escalated. The friends were tormented by invisible forces. Their homes turned into chilling playgrounds of the supernatural. With each passing day, the friends felt an increasing sense of dread. Their once familiar world had become a chilling landscape of fear and uncertainty. As the 7th day approached, the friends decided to return the mirror to the antique market, hoping to end the terrifying ordeal. But as they stood in the heart of the market, the ornate box in their hands, they found the stall where they had found the mirror was no longer there. In its place, a blank wall loomed, offering no answers to their desperate questions. The 7th day drew to a close, and as the clock struck midnight, the group found themselves standing in front of the mirror once again, their reflections staring back at them with an ominous glow. Their hearts pounded in their chests as they waited for something, anything to happen. And then, the mirror began to tremble, the surface rippling like water disturbed by a stone. Their reflections distorted, their faces twisted in fear. A cold wind swept through the room, extinguishing the lights and plunging them into darkness. And that's where our tale pauses, leaving us hanging on the precipice of the unknown. What happened next? What did the mirror unleash? Unfortunately, those answers remain shrouded in mystery. Perhaps next Black Friday, the veil will thin once more, and the rest of the story will finally reveal itself.
Can you imagine a day where the pursuit of the best deals takes a terrifying turn? This is the chilling tale of Black Friday, a day of retail reckoning that transpired in the late autumn of 2023. As the last remnants of Thanksgiving dinner were cleared away, the anticipation began to build. Millions across the globe prepared for the annual shopping frenzy, little knowing the horrors that awaited them as the clock struck midnight. The day began as any other Black Friday. Long lines of eager shoppers, braving the early morning chill, clutching their coffee cups and wish lists. Huddled masses, eyes glazed with the lure of slashed prices and limited time offers, waiting for the doors to swing open. But as the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, a palpable shift in the atmosphere occurred. A low, haunting hum filled the air, emanating from the very walls of the shopping centers. The thrumming grew louder, vibrating the ground beneath the shoppers' feet, causing the first ripples of unease. People began to whisper, glancing around nervously, the excitement of bargain hunting replaced with a creeping sense of dread. The hum intensified, growing into an ear-splitting roar as the doors of the shopping centers swung open on their own accord. And then, silence. An eerie, stifling silence that blanketed the scene. The shoppers, once eager and animated, now stood frozen, their faces etched with fear. The buildings before them seemed to morph, their usual welcoming glow replaced with a menacing shadow. The day wore on, but the usual hustle and bustle of Black Friday was ominously absent. The shopping centers remained eerily quiet, their doors open wide, an invitation or a challenge, no one could tell. The streets were deserted, the shoppers having retreated to the safety of their homes. As evening fell, the buildings began to hum again, a sound that echoed through the silent streets, a requiem for a day that had taken a terrifying turn. The lights inside flickered ominously, casting long, distorted shadows that seemed to dance with a life of their own. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it was over. The hum ceased, the lights steadied, and the doors of the shopping centers swung shut. Black Friday had ended, leaving behind a chilling mystery that remains unsolved to this day. What happened on that fateful day? What caused the buildings to hum and the lights to flicker? Why did the shoppers flee and the streets remain deserted? And most importantly, will it happen again? The chilling tale of Black Friday, a day of retail reckoning, remains shrouded in mystery. As the next Black Friday approaches, one can't help but wonder, will the horrors of the past return? Or will it be just another day of shopping frenzy? As the clock ticks down, anticipation builds. But remember, when the doors swing open this Black Friday, it might not be the deals that you should be afraid of. For in the pursuit of the best bargains, you never know what horrors might be unleashed.
In the thick of a chilly November night, as the last leaves of autumn fall, the world stirs with anticipation. A time of year when the lust for deals and discounts overpowers the tranquility of Thanksgiving. This, my friends, is the eerie spectacle known as Black Friday. In a quaint little town, nestled between the shadows of towering skyscrapers, a peculiar shop stands. Its windows are dusty, and the door creaks eerily. But on Black Friday, it offers the most irresistible deals. Among the myriad of trinkets and curiosities, one item stands out like a moonbeam on a starless night. A porcelain doll with hair as black as ebony and eyes that gleam with an unsettling allure. The shopkeeper, a frail old man with a twinkle in his eye, tells a tale of the doll's previous owner, a little girl named Amelia. It was her prized possession, her best friend, her confidant. But Amelia was no ordinary child. She possessed a strange ability, an uncanny connection with the unseen, the supernatural. One day, Amelia, with a tear-streaked face, locked the doll away in a chest. She never spoke of it again, and soon after, under mysterious circumstances, Amelia vanished, leaving behind only the doll. The townsfolk whispered about the mysterious disappearance, but no one dared to touch the doll, until now. On this fateful Black Friday, the doll finds a new owner. A young woman, unable to resist the enchanting doll, purchases it. Unbeknownst to her, she is not just bringing home a doll, but a relic of a past steeped in mystery and horror. As the woman settles the doll in her home, the air grows colder. The clock ticks louder and the night grows darker. Her fascination with the doll turns into unease. The doll's eyes seem to follow her. Its porcelain smile seems to twist into a smirk. Its presence fills the room with an oppressive dread. The woman shrugs off her fear, attributing it to her overactive imagination. But as the nights pass, strange occurrences plague her home. Whispers echo in the silence, objects move on their own, and chilling drafts sweep through closed windows. The doll remains as it is, its eyes gleaming with an eerie light, its smile ever present. And then, one chilling night, the woman wakes up to find the doll gone, vanished without a trace. Panic seizes her, her heart pounding like a drum in the silence of the night. She searches her home frantically, but the doll is nowhere to be found. As she stands in her living room, shivering in the cold, a faint whisper fills the air. A child's voice, soft and eerie, echoes through the room. "Amelia is back," it whispers, sending a chill down her spine. The woman turns around slowly, her heart pounding in her chest. And there, in the flickering light, stands the doll. But something is different. Its eyes are no longer gleaming. They are alive, human, and its porcelain smile has turned into a chilling grin. What happens next? Well, that's a story for another time. The tale of Amelia and her doll continues, forever shrouded in the mystery of the unknown.